So, it looks like Young Thug is officially down bad. Young Thug is in court crying, putting his head on the desk about his most recent case for the whole Rico situation. And he just looks super upset. Like, Young Thug obviously realizes, this case is not going so well. It's definitely not going in his favor. And there's a viral clip going around of Young Thug actually doing it. So let's just check out this clip. Yo, damn. Free Young Thug. Like, Young Thug, he's in my top three favorite rappers of all time. Let me just break down my top three favorite rappers of all time. Number one, Lil Uzi Vert. Number two, Young Thug. Number three, Yeat. And yeah, I said Yeat because Yeat's super fire, and Yeat's obviously a Young Thug clone. But man, I just feel so bad for Young Thug. Like, obviously he deserves it. Like, I just can't even explain it. You know what I mean? There's just so many videos explaining the situation with Young Thug, but I just feel so bad for him musically. You know what I mean? Because Young Thug is such a fire artist, man, and like one of my favorites. Like I was saying, like his most recent project, Punk, was definitely not it. Like I would give Punk like a 4 out of 10. The one thing I'll say about Punk, what I didn't like about Punk, is he's just like, I love melodic Young Thug, and that's what he's doing, kind of melodic over the acoustic sounding string type of tracks, but had no 808s or kicks in it. Like I like Young Thug when Young Thug is going over a very light Weezy production, some heavy 808s and super melodic melodies, with him doing some crazy different flows and stuff like that. But with Punk, it was just like him singing. You know what I mean? But also, I do like Young Thug singing. Like on Beautiful Thugger Girls, that was a great example. It still had the 808s in it, but Punk didn't. Punk was trash. But I think my favorite Young Thug project has to be Jeffrey. And I think that's the best trap album of all time. One of the best albums I've ever heard. And probably one of my favorite albums I've ever heard. And it's just so good. Like, Riri's so good. Webby, Kanye West, the song Wyclef Jean. I can't even pronounce it. I'm not Jamaican, man. Like, I don't even know. But yo, Jeffrey was a classic, you know what I mean? So much fun was his last great album. And I was just super curious. I just wanted to hear some new Young Thug. Like, where is he gonna be next? And he was supposed to drop a project. I don't know if you guys remember, like maybe like a month before he got arrested for the whole Rico case. There was like this photo of Young Thug and a bunch of red paint or blood with like a shirt off and shit like that. Pause. And it just looked like a fire album cover. But unfortunately, these cops, man, had a case on Young Thug since 2013, and in this video right here, he's just figuring out, yo, I'm probably gonna have to sit this one out for 10 years, maybe 7, if he gets out on good time. But man, I just feel bad for Young Thug. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he deserves it, but it's like, yo, he had so much potential. I just don't understand why Young Thug would just throw away his career. You know what I mean? Like, why was he still in the streets? It makes no sense to me. He had no reason to be in the streets. Like, sure, he had a gang, whatever, and like he made promises, whatever, but he didn't need to still be in the streets. He was just so talented. He was already making millions of dollars, man. And he was gonna be one of the greatest of all time. Do you know how many artists that are my favorite that we lost these past few years? I know Young Thug didn't die, but like at one point Juice WRLD was my favorite artist. At one point Lil Peep was my favorite artist. On God, I liked XX and Tasman a lot. At one point Mac Miller was my favorite rapper of all time. Like Face is a classic. Goodbye and Good Riddance is a classic. Hellboy by Lil Peep's a classic. Jeffrey by Young Thug's a classic. Why are these artists doing these stupid decisions once they get big? I don't get it. You know what I mean? But yo, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this whole Young Thug situation? He's down bad in court and he realizes that he fucked up, man. Anyways, like this video, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video. And share this to all the Young Thug fans.